Today's video is about motivation and understanding the habit framework for motivation. So the story behind this lesson, what inspired this lesson today, was a conversation I had earlier today. And I was working with a guy, I could hear the way he was talking about a salad that he had. And this guy was new, so he wasn't quite familiar with some of the concepts that I'm about, like having a joyful relationship with food. And he sent me a picture, showed me a picture of this green salad and, lots of veggies. And the way he spoke about it, though, kind of alerted me to something, which I'll get into about motivation. He said, I was stressed out at work, and instead of my usual routine, what I did was I got a salad, and I felt really proud of myself. And it was an innocuous statement like that. And on the surface, you might say, "What's wrong with that statement?" That's good. He should feel proud of himself, and you're right. He should. That's a huge accomplishment. Instead of going for the normally sugary treat, he had a salad. He felt the stress. He noticed it coming on. He was aware of his routines. That was amazing. But the way he spoke about, you should have seen the picture of the salad. It was maybe like the size of a small plate. There was no dressing. There was just veggies. There wasn't any sort of like chicken or no sort of like avocado. Nothing that would fill you up. I mean, this salad is like gonna just go right through him. It's not even gonna affect his hunger and fullness at all. It's just gonna be like drinking a few cups of water or something. This is not going to make his belly happy. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, about motivation. There's two types of motivation. In this video, we're going to break it down into two types of motivation. There's mental motivation and belly motivation. This guy is being mentally motivated by his decision to have a salad. Let's look at some of the benefits, some of the payoffs that he is getting from this salad. He's getting a sense of accomplishment. He's getting a sense of control. I control the salad. He's feeling disciplined, the positive aspect of discipline. He's disciplining himself. He's feeling good, like about his character, that he's in alignment with his decisions are in alignment with his values. Health is his decision, and it's in alignment with his values. There's a lot of mental benefits, and he's setting himself up to completely fail. And you might think, what's going on? How is he setting himself up to completely fail with this approach? Well, the problem is that hunger, long-term behavior change for eating. This is the focus on eating enlightenment, right? If you're new to the channel, it's eating enlightenment. Instead of focusing on weight loss or willpower, we focus on eating habits. And he is not addressing any body motivation, meaning his gut is not happy with him. This salad is not making his stomach happy. It's not giving him a satisfied feeling. It is going to actually leave him starving in just another hour or two. So in the short term, he's being quote unquote good, and we'll get to good in a little bit as well. But in the long term, his belly is going to cause him to self-sabotage. His belly is going to get so hungry that eventually something is going to snap, and work will get too tough, and his belly will get even. His belly is going to get the food that it wants. So if we are to approach eating in a sustainable way, we need to have the body and mind in alignment. Right now, it's just his mind. He's feeling proud and everything, but he's undermining his belly. And one other thing too, he's feeling good about the salad. And the way he was talking about it, it was kind of like a moral good. It was like he himself as a person is good for having a salad. And that means the flip side is true, that when he doesn't have a salad, and that's gonna happen, right? He's gonna screw up one day. He's gonna have an emotional eating attack. He's gonna he's, it's gonna come back, and he's not gonna be a perfect eater. So when that happens, he's gonna be a bad person. That's what follows. If you derive a sense of identity from eating healthy food, then you derive a negative identity when you eat quote unquote bad food. And we don't want that at all. We just want food. We just want it neutral. Food it's just energy packaged in different forms. You're just eating different forms of energy. You don't want to make it a moral judgment. And it's not to say that there's no difference between a salad and a brownie, but there's a physical difference, right? When you eat a salad, it's going to impact your body differently than when you eat a brownie. And we want to notice the physical differences, but the emotional differences, the moral differences, we want to zero them out. And what that'll do is enable you to reflect on your eating experiences with an even mindedness, with a non-judgmental outlook. And you'll be able to reflect on your habits using the cue, routine, reward framework. If you are calling yourself a bad person, you have already decided that you are a failure. And if you are a bad person, then there's no way, identity is fixed. So if you are a bad person, there's no way you can change. There's no way you can improve. So this moral judgment keeps you locked in a trap where it's a trap. So we want to zero out the moral judgment. Now let's come back to the payoffs. Having the motivation be both mental and stomach. How could this guy do it differently? Well, what we talked about today was incorporating a lot more fat into his diet, which he had some resistance to. But he understood, though, as we talked, that this salad was not bringing him joy. It wasn't bringing it. He said that. He said, yeah, I didn't really feel joy after I ate the salad. He's like, I felt good that I did it, but I didn't feel like joyful about it. And he's right. That little plain skimpy salad, no protein, no fat. It's not gonna fill you up. It's not gonna satisfy you. And so we started talking about adding in an avocado and chicken, and he had some resistance. He said, I really want to lose weight, and I'm concerned that this is too much food to eat. And so we approached this problem by saying, I looked him in the eye and was able to say, hey, you are eating healthy food. This is naturally found in the world. And if you get full, you can stop eating. You don't have to clean your plate. You can stop eating. But you can trust your body that if you fill your body with healthy foods, you do not need to worry about your weight. Your weight will regulate itself. If you're too skinny like I used to be, your weight will go up. If you're too fat, then your weight will go down. Don't worry about the weight. Worry about what foods you are putting in your mouth. If you are putting in your mouth healthy foods, things that are found in nature, and generally speaking, not in restaurants. A lot of the times people are getting in trouble from restaurants. Things that are naturally found in nature. I've gone over these before. Chicken, avocados, nuts, yogurt, whole grains, quinoa, brown rice, sweet potatoes, any type of vegetable. Drizzle your veggies with olive oil, because olive oil is a fat found in olives. And these are some basic primary ingredients that if you fill your body up with these ingredients, you do not even have to worry about how much you eat. You are going to get filled up pretty quick, and you're going to not even want food. You're not going to be tempted by the snacks. You're not going to, and it'll decrease the binge eating and emotional eating and food addiction. If you're getting 3 square meals a day of this with these naturally foods, it'll reduce those percentages by 60 to 80%. And it's not the whole picture. There are emotional issues, especially understanding habits and so forth that I talk about with some of the clients that I work with. But yeah, so that's really, really important we address. I hope that makes sense. Let me know how you get mental and bodily payoffs. What motivates you from your mind and body perspective in your food journey. Thanks for watching.